How you doing, man?
All right, how's it going, Jeff?
Yo, it's going all right, dude. Now, I wanted to know, where'd the whole idea of coming up with a character like Gillberg that would be a mocking of Bill Goldberg come from? Was that your idea, or was that Vince McMahon's?
You know, it was actually, I did it a couple times on the Independence, and I had said something to Paul Bear, Now Snow.
Okay.
And they took it from there.
So now, have you ever actually been in contact with Bill Goldberg yourself, or?
No, I've never met the man in my life.
Have you maybe heard what he thinks about Gillberg? Because I'm wondering
no.
I'm wondering how he's taken to the fact that there was a character in the WWF that was created to poke fun at him.
Well, I hope he's got a sense of humor. It's actually, you know, man, mainly for kids if you look at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, to the best of my knowledge, your first true appearance in the spotlight on WWF programming took place at the '98 Survivor Series, where you were surprisingly announced as Mick Foley's mystery opponent by Vince McMahon. How'd that all come about?
To be honest with you, they really kept it a secret, like all the way up to about an hour before the match.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in all honesty, I didn't even know it.
I remember all kinds of guys being selected. We were thinking the British Bulldog. People were even suggesting Kevin Nash and Scott Hall from WCW.
Mm-hmm. No, I was, you know, asked to come on up and do some TVs like normal, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And they said, yeah, we're going to bring you in for the Survivor Series, too. And I was like, cool, you know? I'm going to be at pay-per-view, you know what I mean?
Well,
you know, I didn't know I was working or nothing.
Yeah.
And then I was just sitting there, and I was fully dressed an hour for the show.
And they just called you
They
out.
said, why ain't you ready? I said, ready for what? And they went, oh, yeah. I got to tell you something.
Forgot to tell you that one.
I was like, oh, cool. I was really excited.
Now, we all saw you drop the light heavyweight title to S.A. Rios on Sunday Night Heat a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
You had a hiatus of several months from the WWF. What were you up to during all that time off, man?
Independence.
Independence? Okay.
Finding my skills. To be honest with you, I've become a pretty good dang-on wrestler here, lad. To be honest with you.
So now, has a full-time on-camera role with the WWF maybe ever been discussed with you?
No, not yet. I just, you know, I don't make my waves, never have, you know what I mean? I just do my job, and when they need me, I guess they'll call me, you know?
So now, there were rumors going around like crazy a few months ago that Dwayne Gill had signed on with WCW. Have you ever been in contact with them about working?
No, I've never spoke to WCW.
So how'd you get all started up in pro wrestling, man?
To be honest with you, I loved it all my life.
Okay.
And I used to watch it with a buddy, Barry Hardy, if you ever remember him.
Okay.
And I lost contact with him. Like, we used to live side by side, and he got married and all, and, you know, you just lose contact when you get older.
Okay.
And about a year later, I was watching TV, and there he was. And I went, wow! So I called his mom. His mom told me he was home. They were pre-recorded. And I called him, and ever since then, he taught me how to wrestle, and, like, my third match was in WWF.
You never actually went to a wrestling school?
Yeah, I went to a wrestling school. He owned a monster factory, one of the monster factories.
Oh, okay.
Which, in return, I took over when he moved out of town, and, you know, I had it for a long time.
So now, has there ever been, has any set date been set for you to return to WWF programming, or is it all just up in the air?
No set date yet. I'm hoping, man.
Yeah, just got to get to work.
Well, to be honest with you, a lot of people, I've had really good response, man, from the fans, you know what I mean? A lot of people really want to see me back on.
But for now, you're just busy working the independents mostly.
Mm-hmm. I'm working the independents everywhere.
Dwayne, I appreciate your time, man. Anything else you want to say before I let you go?
Yeah, if you want to see more Gillberg, write to WWF.com on the internet and let them know.